First, I remember when we started, we were only 4 employees at that time. And also we did 27 packages on that very first day. And for us, it was actually a step back, because a place whereby we were charging 500 to access, we had to reduce it to 100 shillings.
The e-commerce sector is continuously growing. However, the main challenge facing most online businesses is logistics, as many courier services charge very high fees for delivery. In this episode, we feature Pickup Tani, a logistics company that is looking to bridge the gap between consumers and sellers in the most affordable way.
Pickup Tani is basically an evolution, and it's an evolution of who we were before, because we started our journey as some delivery guys back in 2018. Myself and my partner Okia, we were actually riders. We were just trying to, again, make a living in Nairobi, because we came from Mombasa. So along that line, in 2018, there was an influx of logistics companies, because there was now this growing demand of social commerce and e-commerce. And for that, a lot of players were coming inside in this space. So 2020, as a way to differentiate ourselves from the pack, we came up now with a model that people tell us is the most convenient and affordable at the moment. So we came up now with Pickup Tani, as the name suggests, whereby we set up local shops, or rather we partnered with local shops to serve as Pickup Tani agents, whereby now customers and sellers can be able to drop off their parcels and also receive their parcels from their neighborhood. For us, first, it was about survival, because ideally when we were seeing an influx of guys coming inside, because the setup cost of getting into delivery business is not high. You only need a motorbike and a rider, and boom, you are there to start a business. But then again, we were trying to distinguish ourselves from the players that were currently in the market, but also there was a desire of us learning, because we currently draw a lot of inspiration from companies like Facebook, Amazon, and Apple. Basically, what COVID did to the industry is that consumers were really trying to withhold money, because there was the uncertainty that lied within our society. But then again, if you looked at the measures that were taken, it was actually ripe now for e-commerce, because, for example, a lot of payments were scheduled to be done through M-Pesa.
At the wake of 2020, COVID-19 was declared a global pandemic by the World Health Organization. Containment measures were put in place to curb the spread of the virus. Due to the nature of how the virus spread, cessation of movement was enforced. Cash transactions were also discouraged. And as lockdowns became the new normal, businesses and consumers increasingly went digital, providing and purchasing more goods and services online, raising the e-commerce's share of global retail trade from 14% in 2019 to about 17% in 2020. According to a report, Linker report, the global e-commerce market in 2021 was valued at $14 trillion and is likely to reach $52 trillion by 2027. Also, the fashion segment of the e-commerce market held more than 15% of the share in 2021. This was as a result of digital innovation, increased online access, smartphone penetration, and emerging global middle classes with disposable income.
We actually wrote a pitch, and we circulated it within our family and friends, and we were asking for 700,000. And most of that amount was going towards getting now the Pickup Tani bags, which served as storage places for these particular agents, and also trying to now give us a bit of runway in terms of marketing, and also trying to get even more employees within the team. But then we were unable even to raise a shilling from our family. So ideally we just decided to, sisi tukaamua tu sisi tutafanya tu hivyo hivyo kienyeji, na we decided to just build capital. So at that time ambayo tuliamua hivyo, we decided to take yani tulisema tutajilipa kidogo. So tukaamua tu we are going to take less from the company as compared to before, because before we had a really bad way of running a business, and I think hata tumekuja tukalearn that's how many SMEs fail. because tukua hatujajiseparate from the business. What was happening is that tukishalipa cost, ile kitu inabaki tunagawanya sisi as founders, mimi na mwenzangu. Lakini at that time tukajaribu kuputa structure whereby basi tukasema tutajilipa pesa kiasi ndio at least kampuni ianze kugenerate capital yake kidogo kidogo, ambayo ndio itatusaidia sasa kujaribu kuscale company. Because I remember when we were starting Pickup Tani, tuliprint 200 surveys. Tukauliza customers wetu, tukawaambia okay, tunajaribu kuanzisha new model, is it something you will be interested in kujaribu kuexplore? Na tulipata positive feedback actually kusema enyewe delivery fee imekuwa pesa nyingi sana. Even my partner anasema out of 10 people 4 wanaweza sinunue kitu by the mere fact delivery fee kwa expensive. Tume set up drop off points everywhere. So how it works ni kuwa a customer or rather someone ambaye ana sell online anaenda tu kwa agent ambaye yuko karibu na yeye. Currently tuko na hiyo website yetu ambayo tuliintroduce in February, na ilikuwa about bringing automation na kutusaidia ku collect payments, but also to give the power of tracking packages to our customers. I think the biggest challenge ni ile ku ascertain the delivery timeline. Venye tuli set up hii network ya agents, tukiongeza more agents yamaanisha we are actually adding more revenues by default, because if say tuko na 87 agents within Nairobi, if I get by 100 by default our revenues will go high. Because right now the space is becoming really competitive in the logistics and digital selling.
Pickup Tani and other digital retailers will have to contend with the digital service tax that took effect in January 2021 following its introduction through the Finance Act 2020. The logistics company remains optimistic about breaking even in the market, despite the closure of other startups including Notify Logistics and Kune Foods, which both shelved their ambition as a result of failure to maintain the business due to hard economic times. For KTN News, I'm Dombi Esther Diana.